This administration has done a great deal from day one to remove the social justice, politically correct, and toxic ideological garbage that had infected our department, to rip out the politics. No more identity months, DEI offices, dudes in dresses.
I think this is my spectrum showing.
Okay. Your spectrum? What is it?
I dabble.
Does that mean you're autistic?
A little bit. And
My wife says that I have, what did you say, baby?
You're on the spectrum.
Yeah, but what am I?
You have Asperger's.
Yeah, she says I have Asperger's, but sometimes she mispronounces that to something else. It starts with an AS. She says I have that disease. Anyway, go ahead.
no, I think it's my spectrum showing. I can't take. Yeah, there's a bunch of bad people doing stuff, and that's why we got to do A, B, and C. I'm gonna have to stop you. I need names of who they are, what are we talking about, and what are they doing that's bad. And this is like the next example of, okay, guys in dresses and DEI, and when has that been an issue? Who?
That's a funny statement.
All the child molesters in the army, we got to stop them. Like, when has it been an issue? Who was the issue? When did it happen? Who's been complaining?
Wow. That's a very interesting blind spot.
I need to know
It's
the
an
problem.
issue for, I want to say, everybody on the right. It's madness. It's chaos.
Unless you want to bang somebody, it doesn't matter what they have in their pants. And if they're out of uniform, they don't have to be in uniform. So quit thinking about other people's junk and let them live their life. And if they're a performing soldier, who cares if they wear a dress?
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know when any of this has been an issue for the military. I'm sure there's been like a small group, but like an overall thing where the leader of the Department of War has to do a speech about we got to stop these guys in dresses. I don't know. I don't know when it was a problem. I need examples.
Yeah.
But
I can't speak firsthand. I'm not in the military, and so I don't have that experience.
Mm-hmm.
I can see how this is just madness. It's crazy. But we can do the whole transgender discussion and gender dysphoria and talk about all the perspectives, different ways to look, interpret, engage, and interact with that. But that's a totally separate beast that... he's covering a myriad of topics, so there's no way to fully address all of everything that falls under the umbrella of woke.
there's a line from The Talented Mr. Ripley that I love. A detective comes from America to Italy to solve a crime, and he's like, in America, we're taught to check a fact before it becomes a fact. And then he goes on to talk about if a woman, throws herself in the river, you find out if she was pregnant, or this and that. And that's just in my heart. Like, I don't take things as fact without facts. So telling me about all the boogeymen and all our enemies around the world and then all our military allies that have stepped up, like, I'd like one name.
Yeah. So...
and that's probably a me problem. Like I said, it's my spectrum showing.
No. So I can feel your pain, and I can also be baffled by your perspective at the same time. So I've got all kinds of mixed emotions from this. One, I'm an engineer, so as an engineer, same thing. I essentially, dealing with the design of Department of War weapon systems. If something breaks, if something fails, you do a root cause corrective action analysis. That's what you do. So root cause, you go to how did this break? What are the failure modes? And then what corrective action will fix that? And when you do that corrective action and introduce that, does that create new failure modes? So all of that's a nerdy way of saying everything you just said.
Yeah.
However, what I think you're missing that I naturally see that's kind of invisible here is a hierarchy. This is a hierarchy. This is not I mean, he's kind of presenting this as a pep talk sales pitch, but it's not really a sales pitch. He ain't selling anybody. He's giving guidance. He's giving direction. There's a hierarchy here. So you have President Trump, who's the commander in chief, president of the United States. He's the commander in chief. He's over everything. Okay, he's the Secretary of War. He's over all of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. Everything falls underneath him. He's speaking to multiple 1, 2, 3-star generals. These people are so high up. They give general guidance. There is no, hey, let me convince you of this. Oh, you didn't quite get it? Here, let me stop. Let me pause. Let me try to substantiate this and get your buy-in. There is no, let me get your buy-in. You do that research on your own. You figure that out. This is the marching orders. And you do say yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you do start marching. And if you don't, you can tap. You can tap out. But this is where we're marching. This is the speed we're marching. And if you can't keep up, you need to fall out of line. So I appreciate the hierarchy here. And I don't know, in our day and age, in our culture, I think that's something that's been kind of, it's waned, it's tapered off. There's not much natural respect or appreciation for authority or for hierarchy. Separate topic, like people that antagonize police officers when they pull them over, and won't roll down their window, and they know the law probably 10 times better than that police officer. And I don't know, that just hurts my heart. It's so disrespectful. They may be legally right, but I can't stand the disrespect that's embedded in that to a fellow human being who's trying to protect our community. And yes, some of them are turds. Some of them have bad attitudes. Sometimes they abuse their authority. Most positions of power have tendency to corrupt the person who's so small or shallow that can't handle it.
Yeah.
So it is a challenge for people to step into those roles. It's tough. So anyway, he's the Secretary of War. He ain't selling anybody. He's giving guidance. This is what we're doing.
And in his defense, or the defense of people that do follow it, if I paid attention to news throughout the week, I might already know some of these things that he's referring to. But back to what you said about being an engineer and like the mechanics of why things fail.
Yeah.
If you told your boss, yeah, it was mostly the dudes in dresses. I just, that's why this machine broke. It's like, no. It's one adult told another adult to do something, and either that instruction was wrong or they didn't do it. People wearing a dress doesn't matter. People having a skin color doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a weird red herring for a problem.
Yeah.
Unless it's been a problem, and then I would like to know about it.
I mean, I think it's, I don't know that there's exact studies and data and numbers and then some, because all this is very subjective. Essentially he's saying this has taken a hit to morale. Now, since this has come out, I'm trying to think of a tangible data set that would prove your point. Because what he's saying is this has taken a hit to morale. People don't feel strong. It's subjective.